happening. You know what I mean? What the situation
Just out of
is.
curiosity, just so we can get a litmus test on the table, how many of you agree with her that like equal partnership in a relationship?
It's
How
not
many of you agree?
equal. It's not equal.
Can I say
But
something?
you're making
I'm
equal
talking about
arguments.
I'm talking about respect. No, I'm not talking about men and women are not equals. There's a role everyone plays.
Okay, but can I say something? Like, let's say we are Latin women and we are raised with some beliefs. What? So we are really different than.
We already
Okay,
submissive.
real fast.
We already
real fast.
submissive.
How-
We
just
already
so I get an
submissive.
idea of the table. How many of you guys agree with her? Raise of hands.
Say it again about what?
Yes, she does.
I mean, you guys been listening. I mean, did you
Yeah,
agree
yeah,
with her
yeah.
stance on things?
I agree.
Yeah.
You
so
agree? Okay.
two.
One,
Only two.
two.
I
Two?
agree. Yeah.
Okay, you agree. What about you? You don't agree with her? She's been saying a lot of the same things you kind of said.
Yeah, but I don't think the same.
Some of the things I agree.
I'm confused.
Yeah, because I'm a teen woman, I'm a teen man at the same time. It just when this perspective comes, like
Disrespect.
yeah, in the spread cheating and shit like that, I don't tolerate that. If you respect
There was no discussion
me,
about cheating, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, because she says something about equal, like this talk. Like if he says something, I'm agree with him because we are partner. We are like a team, right?
so you
can
also
do
agree with
that.
the equality
yes,
then, the
that,
team.
Yes.
So then you
Yes.
agree that you
Of
are equal.
course,
Okay,
yeah.
so that's three of you that agree.
Yeah.
Three. Okay, cool. And do you guys not agree that equal?
I feel
Not that
like
they're
being a team
equal,
player is
but-
not necessarily being equal. I think you guys want to just
Like
make
a
it.
partnership.
Yeah, it's a partnership.
Make things work.
Well, yeah. If you're a team player, that means you're on the same team and you
Right.
are at the same level.
Right.
Not really. Not
Okay.
all
But
teams
we're not
are, like,
equals.
equal. There's one that's like higher than the other. You
So
know
he's
what I mean?
bringing up the argument coach and player.
Yeah.
Does that make
he
sense?
made a distinguishing
Yeah.
with coach, and you guys don't agree with
The
that. So
thing
then you
is-
think it's player.
I feel like sometimes in the relationships, sometimes you
No, I
play
feel like
coach,
my
sometimes you play.
You are listening to respond. Do you hear what he just said? Coach to player.
Right.
So if it's team player, that means you're on the same level.
Right.
So equality
But
is your argument.
sometimes, yes, but sometimes, let's say when you're watching like a team play.
All right. Selectively equal. Fair?
Yeah, I guess selectively.
Every now
like
and
I
then.
don't know. It's just you guys keep throwing this equal word,
Well,
and it's for me. It's
Because
like,
every time we test your logic, we come back to we're the same, we're the same, we're the same, we're the same, we're the same. Every time we
That's not what
every
I'm
time
saying.
hang on, every time we run it to its end,
that's not what I'm saying.
I understand.
though.
Here, let me steel man it.
Yeah.
Just so I can assure you that I understand what you're saying, I'll
Yeah.
steel man your argument.
Okay.
Men and women in a relationship, the man is definitely the head of the relationship.
He should
Hang
be
on,
the
hang
head
on,
of my
hang on.
relationship. Yeah.
Let me steel man it and then he can correct me. The man is the head of the relationship, right? The woman is not. We have different gender roles. Inside of those gender roles, the responsibilities of the woman are different than the responsibilities of the man, but he still ultimately is in charge. Did I get all that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I am steel manning you correctly.
Yes.
So I do understand
Yes.
your argument.
Yeah.
So since I know now that I understand your argument and you know that I've been listening to it this entire time, I'm explaining to you that the entailment of the logic, as I've been logically testing it, leads to equality every single time. Do you want me to walk you through how?
How? Yeah.
Yes, because from your perspective, right, you're in an emotional state with your partner. If you have a disagreement, this is an emotional state for you. So here's how you frame this. You go, yes, I would give him the money and I'd give him this, and I would definitely adhere to the things that he wants to do with the cash and the things that he wants to do with this. Well, what about disrespect? Would you adhere to what he considers to be disrespect? Oh, absolutely not. Okay. Well, wait a second. So how is he the ultimate arbiter then of the household? If when you feel emotional resistance, that's when you're going to give pushback. Why would I assume that you wouldn't give emotional resistance if he's spending the money the way you don't like, and if he's doing other things that you don't
There
like?
will be disagreements.
Right.
Yeah, like
And who's
any
the
other
ultimate arbiter?
relationship. We both are. It's a fucking partnership.
That's right.
honey.
You both are, and it's a
Yeah.
fucking partnership.
Like,
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Like he's
Comes
not.
back to the
Comes
equality.
back
You got
to it every time.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay,
So it does.
All right. So, all right. Okay. So, what about you? Did you said you want to say something, or did you want to say something, Columbia?
Oh, me.
Guys, chime in. Yeah.
Yeah,
chime in.
ladies, feel
What
free
do
to
you
chime in.
this?
I will be the last.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Sure. Go ahead.
I feel like,
Merch.
oh, sorry.
That's fine.
I feel like
Merch.
in general, it's not equal. I feel like a man will always be top of the top, no matter what.
Okay.
I feel like just for me, but I feel like it also depends on everybody else and what they believe in. Like for me, I'm Haitian, of course, so in my culture, it's the man is right. He is the man. You as a woman back down and you need to listen to him. So it's also depending on that. But for me, I feel like if a man really loves you and he's, especially your husband, because that's a big title, he doesn't want anything bad for you.
Right.
So I feel like, and also men, people say women are emotional creatures, but I also feel like men are emotional, but they just don't show it. So I feel like a man is not going to have his wife or his partner's worst interests at heart.
Right.
Like for me, an example, like when I was with the father of my child, he would always tell me something and I would just like not want to listen. But in the end, he always ended up right. So I feel like
Merch.
it
You're
was
trying together now then.
But that's different. You see, it's not about being right or wrong. It's about the problem and you guys trying to solve
Yeah, but
it.
who
She
determines that
just said
there's a
right.
problem?
He was right.
Yeah, all the time.
Right, but she was,
Yeah.
were you
Yeah.
did you not? But hold on, I have a question for you. Did you not want to give him like the right of way or agree with him just because like you were spiteful or like what is the reason? Like sometimes you gotta like in retrospect, yeah, in retrospect, you gotta look outside and be like, okay, is it my ego or am I trying to solve this problem?
Here's the thing with that, and I'm gonna answer your question. When, of course, there's gonna be disagreements, and of course, no one is always right. You know what I mean? But also, I just also stand on what I say. I feel like a man just always knows what's best for his woman.
Oh shit.
Question: looking back on how you handled it before with your ex baby daddy or baby daddy, how do you handle it now with your new man? Let's say for example you don't agree with what he's doing. How do you handle it now? Like what would you do to like you know what he takes lead? He said this. How do you handle it internally to deal with that?
Like, we'll talk about it. I'll sit down and be like, babe, are you sure? Da, da, da. And then we'll handle out. I'll see his point and he see my point. And then it's, okay, babe, I get it. I feel you.
There's a middle ground.
Yeah, but this is
one
but
is
this
combative,
is
one
this
is
is the
more
problem, right?
Submissive.
The whole problem with your argument, from your perspective, I agree. There's a middle ground, right? What I'm posing to you is when the man decides there's not a middle ground. I've decided there's no middle ground. And your feelings are dismissed, and you're
shit.
wrong, and I don't give a shit we're doing
shit.
X.
Are we fucking leaving?
Right, exactly.
I'm
You're
not
fucking
saying-
leaving.
I'm
That's
not
exactly
saying
right.
Divorce again. Divorce again.
That's
What I'm
exactly
saying-
right.
What I'm not saying I'm leaving.
My nigga Andy, bro.
Bye with you.
Andrew.
Okay. Did you have a question for one of the other girls?
Yeah, well, actually, this was a really good take. So you said, and this is more of an anti-feminist take, right? So you said, look, in retrospect,